Welcome, geometry students, to class today. Welcome to mathematical excellence. Hope you guys are ready to learn some math today or review some math. We have a lot to do. Let's go ahead and get started. Test tomorrow. Okay, please don't forget that. Test tomorrow. Nothing to turn in. If you are in Miss Walker's room, please get your papers out of the black folder. And Hannah, you had a question on that one quiz. I have written on your quiz, answered your question, and put it back in the black folder. So be sure and get that out and email me if you have any more questions, okay? But if you're in Miss Walker's class, be sure and get your papers out of the black folder. Incompletes, we have a lot. Guys, I don't know what's going on, but this needs to really stop, okay? Alright, here we go. Chapter 5 test. Cameron, you never took that last week, so I've given you a 0, okay? Now, here's the problem with that. You can retake it this week, and I'll raise it to a 70. Okay, that's the highest you can get is a 70. But you've got to retake it and get that 70. Okay, please don't forget to take that by Friday, or I will be coming in to see you. Okay, all right. Alicia, Caitlin, please don't forget your quiz number 8. It must be taken by Friday. This assignment was given last Thursday. It needs to be turned in by Friday, or you'll have a permanent 0. Charlie, Cameron, Caitlin, Madison, Emmy. Okay, those that missed quiz number 9 on Friday: Caitlin, Madison, Cayman, Shannon, Emmy. By the way, 2 of you took it. No, I'm sorry. 2 of you took quiz number 8. Cameron did. Or excuse me, I'm sorry. Cayman did, and one other student, I think it was, maybe Charlie, but I'm not sure. But either way, the quiz number 9, this is the quiz we took on Friday. You've got to take this by the end of the week. So Caitlin, Madison, Cayman, Shannon, Emmy, you must take this by Friday, okay? And this assignment here was given on Friday. And these students did not turn it in yesterday. Charlie, Cameron, Caitlin, Madison, Cody Long, Emmy, and I think that's it. So students, please get all these turned in by Friday, or they will turn to permanent 0s unless I hear from you, okay? Alright, very good. Moving on. Schedule, we're going to work on the review sheet today, as you guys know. Students, please listen to me. Finish the review sheet. Get the 5 bonus points. That's great. Please do that. One student already contacted me and told me they were done with it. That's great. But listen, if you finish before class is over, why not write out the items that you know are going to be on the test as fill in the blanks? Why not write each one 2 or 3 times each? That would really help you learn those. I'm just trying to help you maximize your time in class so you can go to the game tonight. If you're a player or if you're a fan, watch the game, enjoy the game, and not have to study as long at home because you studied in class, okay? Alright, moving on. For those that might have been absent yesterday, although you should have watched yesterday's video like you're supposed to, but if you did not, let me quickly go over again today what I said yesterday. If you were here yesterday, you can go ahead now and start working on your review sheet. There's really no need for you to listen to all this again. And by the way, remember, if you miss a day of class, it is your job to go to teachhim.com, Geometry Track 1, and listen to the video while you're home, at home, sick. It is your job. If you come into class the next day, or whenever you come back, and we're taking a test or a quiz, you have to take it. Unless you pre-notify me, okay? So please remember that, okay? First of all, for those who were not here yesterday, here's the review sheet, okay? So copy that down. And Miss Frampton, feel free to pause the video whenever you need to, okay? I'm going to go fast, so pause the video when the students ask you to. So here's the review sheet for those who were not absent yesterday, okay? I'm going to move on, so pause the video if you need to. The help video is called Geometry Track 1, Chapter 6 Review Sheet. Okay, that's the name of the help video. Geometry Track 1, Chapter 6 Review Sheet. Now for the stuff that'll be fill in the blanks. I'm going to go fast, so pause the video when you need to. These are the definitions, okay? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 definitions you need to know, and they're really pretty simple. I mean, rectangle, square, rhombus, equilateral, polygon, equiangular polygon, regular polygon. Those are all pretty simple. You need to know theorems 6.2 through 6.11. Know those. They'll be fill in the blanks. You should be able to prove theorem 6.3, 6.4, 6.5, and 6.6, okay? Any of those are fair game for your test. Please be it says you have a heptagon. You need to know that 7 sides. You need to know these words at least well enough to recognize what they mean. They're not going to be fill in the blanks, but you need to understand these will be on the, I will give you words like these, okay? And you need to know what they are so you can work out the problems, alright? Now, I'm not going to ask you to list these out, okay? But you need to know this so you can solve problems on the test. You need to know when you have a rectangle and a square, either one. The diagonals are always congruent, and you will always have 4 right angles. This is true for rectangles and squares. Again, I'm not going to ask you to list out these characteristics, but you need to know them so that you can solve problems on the test. Okay, now, this one here. Again, I'm not going to ask you to list these out at all, okay? I am not going to ask you to list these out. However, you need to know them so that you can solve problems on the test. You need to know that when you have a rhombus or a square, the diagonals will be perpendicular. The diagonals will bisect the angles at the vertices, and there will be 4. You will have 4 congruent sides. You need to know that when you have a rhombus or a square, okay? Alright. And that should be it, guys. That's it. Have a good day. Contact me if you have any questions at all.